We are heading towards new technological revolution. Every year, we hear about new advancements in technology that is definitely going to reshape the next decade. Now, if you want to imagine the future, we might say that in the future we will have this and that based on what we know today. But how confident are we in our predictions? It's very difficult to predict the future. The only constant thing about the future is that it's always changing. It's uncertain, we can't predict it, and that's scary. Let me ask you a question. What do you think is the biggest challenge humanity will face? Just think 20, 30 years from now. What will be one of our main problems? Yes? Oh, that's great.
Rise of the machines.
True.
Overpopulation.
Yeah, good answer. Okay. So, Elon Musk answered this question saying, AI is the biggest existential threat to mankind. I don't agree with him. But the question of whether AI will help us and free us from boring, repetitive work, or whether it will bring an end to the human race is under big debate. And no one knows the answer. What we know is that AI and technical revolution is coming. We can't stop it. It's inevitable. The revolution will happen whether you like it or not. And it will impact all aspects of our life. Similar to the way no one anticipated the effects of the pandemic, the revolution will have unexpected effects in our life. So AI and automation will raise many challenges at personal and global level. Experts and thinkers across the world suggested many potential solutions to address these challenges, from controlling AI, establishing universal basic income, universal healthcare, and education. Now, most of these solutions are beyond our personal control. They require huge collaborations from leaders and politicians. We can't do much about them. Today, I want to focus on a problem that is affecting us all. And hopefully, there are actions we can take to have a better future. It's about something that gives us meaning every day, something we spend most of our time doing. It's about our jobs and how the AI revolution will impact the job market. Now, I don't want to be optimist or pessimist about the future. I don't want to start a debate whether AI will take away most of our jobs or not. I want us to focus on what's in our hand, what each of us can do to ensure that technology serves us well. Everybody claims that AI and automation will take away most of our jobs, but at the same time it will create new jobs, which is true. But which jobs? Are we prepared for them? Do we have the skills necessary for these jobs? It's true. Jobs will stay. What will change is the way we do our work. The tasks will change. So to correct or clarify this statement, we can say that while our jobs will remain, but the tasks of our jobs and the way we perform them will change. When we look back to history, we can see that every industrial revolution has improved our life. Though every generation before us has feared massive technological changes, but eventually, all these technologies has enabled our previous generations to improve their standard of living. Imagine doing your work without a computer. You can't. So we can all agree that utilizing computers today has made many tasks easier. Therefore, we should approach the emerging technologies with the same mindset. So the important questions for today are how to prepare for this revolution, how to be ready to face an ever-changing world, and most importantly, what skills we need for the future. So before going on with my own point of view, I would like to know, what do you think are the skills we need for the future?
Personal skills?
It can be. Yeah, okay, let's start.
Sales.
Yeah. Okay. The first skill is emotional intelligence. In an ever-changing world, do you have the mental flexibility and acceptance to keep on changing throughout your life? If your current job was disrupted by automation, and now you need to find a new one which might require a completely new set of skills, Are you ready to handle this? You will need emotional intelligence and mental flexibility to be able to manage this transition in life. You will need to learn to let go, detach yourself from your previous identity, and give up all your previous skills and expertise, and all the work you put in to reach out to this point, and become completely new, different person. Therefore, you will need to have the adaptability and resilience to reinvent yourself repeatedly. You also need to understand yourself. Knowing your strengths and weaknesses will help you in making decisions about transitions in life. The other thing that will remain important is soft skills. Machines will always be smarter than us, so we need to focus on our human aspect, building human skills that machines can do. Communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity, these are called the 4Cs. And many studies have reported the importance of these skills for the future. I think we all heard about DALL-E, the AI tool that creates art. Years ago, everybody thought that AI would first take repetitive and physical work, and maybe some cognitive tasks, but we did not expect AI to do creative work so soon. This shows us how it's difficult to forecast where technological advancements will take us. Next, we have continuous learning. Because skills change so quickly, domain knowledge will become outdated. The programming language you learned years ago might not be useful for tomorrow. And we don't know what are the best technical skills for the future. So we need to have the ability to learn anything effectively and quickly. This also means not everyone should learn to code. Because we are heading towards technical revolution, we tell people and kids to learn to code and learn technical skills like programming and data science. But the truth is, we don't need everyone to write code. We don't need everyone to be a programmer. We want people to understand how to use technology, not how to build it. Because knowing what to do with technology is more important than having the ability to build it. In recent years, there have been technical trends like low-code and AutoML. Now, many technical people are skeptical about these technologies, whether they are going to replace what they do. But I think it's a very great advancement, and I liked it. These tools democratize access to AI. It empowers everyone to build AI solutions on their own, and it helps them understand technology better. We want everyone to be educated about technology, aware of its capabilities, and aware of the potential benefit it can bring. Still, we won't have jobs for everyone. A world without work might sound appealing for a short time, but what will give our life meaning in the decades and centuries ahead? In the future, we hope that things that are not recognized as work to be considered as work. Things like building communities, charity work, and philanthropy, raising children. Things like these should be recognized as work deserving equivalent respect and compensation. After all, the revolution we are heading towards doesn't have to be a race between machines and humans. Instead of competing with machines, we should collaborate and work together. Now, here is something interesting. After OpenAI launched ChatGPT, which is an AI-powered chatbot, I wondered, what if I asked it what skills we need for the future? And surprisingly, his answer included all the skills I mentioned. So AI also agrees with me that these skills are important. So today's insights were not inspired by AI, but actually by these two books, 21 Lessons for the 21st Century by Noah Harari and Future Proof by Kevin Oz. So thanks all for attending today, and I would like to know, what do you think we need to have a bright future?
First of all, thank you, Aafaq, for the presentation. Back to one of the questions that Abdullah actually raised, coming from the Terminator saga. So do you ever think that we will reach to a point where AI and machine learning will actually replace actual jobs that we have right now?
I think it will replace many jobs. Because when I see to the jobs today, there are many jobs that can be replaced, they are very repetitive. Or let's say we will not replace all of the jobs, but 80% of the task that is done within that job will be replaced by AI. So you can say instead of needing 10 people to do that specific jobs, 2 people will be enough because they will use AI to help them in doing that task. So I think, yeah, it will eliminate many tasks.
Okay, so when you talk about tasks, is critical thinking part of the things that you believe AI and machine learning can do in the future?
Yeah, I think yes, but it will be very limited.
Okay. Questions?
Thank you, Aafaq, for the presentation. Can you please go back to the skills that we require in the future? The second and the third skill. Basically, what we know, and it's not only the Terminator saga, but also the Matrix saga. The real threat is when the machine can do these things. So the real threat is when a machine knows when to update itself, knows where it needs to develop. Is this feasible? Because basically that is what is AI. Maybe the department of AI here can give an insight, but it's true. I was young when I first watched The Matrix, but I watched it again. It's really scary. It's not something to neglect. And I do actually agree with Elon Musk about the existence of humankind.
See, looking at the advancements last year and this year, I think, yeah, AI might at some point reach the level where it can do these tasks or have these skills. But I think it will take a very long time and a lot of efforts, and many people should work on this to make it happen. But I think people are being aware of the danger and the risks of high developments and uncontrolled development of AI solutions. So hopefully it will be controlled.
The question is from Ahmed Al-Shidhani. He says, Aafaq, given that you are aware of this and you have read those 2 books, what are you doing currently to be ready for the future?
What I'm doing? Okay, so yeah, recently I'm trying to focus more on my human part when doing anything. I try to focus on my human skills, the things that I know that machines can't do. For example, I try to be more creative whenever I do anything. I try to do some things at my best. And anything that is considered repetitive or can be automated, why should I do it? Then it's better to automate it for machines. So when developing also skills and things, I try to focus more on the soft skills, on emotional intelligence and the more human skills.
I think you showed us what Elon Musk said, that AI is one of the most dangerous threat. But I think connectivity and relying on the internet with no backup for connectivity over the internet, it will be more dangerous. Everything is run on the internet, bank systems, everything, and we are becoming more relying on the internet only without backups. So I think that is more dangerous than this statement of AI is gonna
Yeah, it's just an opinion. So also your point is very valid. So I also believe that internet is the big thing. If we don't have a backup, it will be a problem.
There's an online question, another question. So Nawaf is asking you, first he's saying, thank you, Aafaq. And his question is that in the middle of your presentation, you said that the machines are smarter than humans. So he's asking you, are they?
Yes, they are. When it comes to intelligence, some things that require IQ, machines are always smarter than humans. But for emotional intelligence, machines are still not that good at.
In that case, what does smart refer to?
I think smarter in terms of performing logic and what we call it IQ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that tends to be more of a knowledge base rather than the ability to be basically. So being smart is being tested on the spot for probably maybe something you're not aware of, and then you're using your critical thinking, creativity, and your communication to come up with, let's say, an idea. That's what being smart, or at least our definition of being smart is. When it comes to AI and machine learning, it's basically utilizing whatever knowledge that there is available to that AI, so that it comes up with the best matched answer to the question that is being asked.
Yeah.
I don't know if you agree with that or.
Yeah, I think what I meant with smarter is the intelligence part, not the other skills like creativity and this communication.
Okay. I'm jumping back to Abdullah's question. You've been watching too much TV, but is there a point where you think that machines will be self-aware? So there is a huge debate in the movies, kind of scenes that they come up with kind of rules to restrict the AI or the machine from basically violating anything against its creator, which is the human being. So do you ever feel that there will be a point where these machines will be actually aware that I'm being created by this human, and I might be able to bypass these certain rules if I do such and such?
This is a very difficult problem. But I think, if you develop an AI without restriction, without controlling it, then I think it's possible to develop AI in a level it can reach a level where it can be aware. So it's always, I think, one of the biggest problems in AI we have now is controlling AI. So it's very important with the advancement, with the developments we do with AI, we make sure that we control the solutions we have.
But control comes with time, right? So I'll give you an example with ChatGPT. When it was first released, people will literally ask it to write essays, they copy paste, and then they basically submit their homework. Nowadays, they made some few restrictions. I don't know if you've seen the latest update of ChatGPT, where they've actually restricted this kind of thing. So when someone asks for an example of an essay for a certain topic, it tells them that it cannot produce such essays for them.
But also humans are smart or creative in a way. They can modify the question in a way they let the AI answer that same question they want, which is writing an essay without saying, hey, write me an essay.
Okay.
So I think the problem of controlling AI is the big thing, and it's very challenging. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.